Okie dokie, thank you for joining me today. In today's video, what we're going to do is a review of what's known as both active and passive voice. Now, the concept in itself is relatively simple. Just to go over the first part, which is going to be active voice, this is where you've written a sentence in which the subject of that sentence is directly performing an action. The example that I've given here is, the chef cooked the meal. The subject in this sentence would be the chef. What did he do? Well, he cooked. And the object of cooked, that verb, would be the meal. And again, the chef is the one actively participating or engaging in the action. However, a variant of the same sentence in a passive voice is one in which the subject or the true subject is the one receiving the action of the sentence as opposed to performing. So in the example for passive voice, we have the meal was cooked by the chef. Now here you logically understand that the chef is the one preparing the meal or having cooked the meal. However, in the case of this sentence, just given the construction of it, the chef receives the action. Okay, what we're going to do in the following 5 sentences is we're going to identify the construction of the sentence, meaning whether it is written in or either active or passive voice form. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 1. The cat chased the mouse. Okay, looking at our subject, we have the cat. What did the cat do? It chased. What was the thing that was chased? What's the object? It would be the mouse. In this example, we can tell that the sentence is written in an active voice, as the subject is performing the action directly. It's chasing the mouse. Now, if you, however, just as practice, were to put it in a passive voice sentence, you could reverse it. You're almost playing with the semantics of the sentence in a way. You could say, the mouse was chased by the cat. That would be its passive form. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at sentence number 2, which reads, excuse me, the book was read by the student. Now, logically speaking, you know the students are the one reading the book. However, given the construction of the sentence, again, we can see that those students who should be the ones actively reading are receiving the action. Therefore, as a consequence, we would identify it as passive. If you were to write it in its active voice form, you would say, the student read the book. Again, sharing similar information, but written in that example in an active voice form. All right, let's go ahead and take a look, excuse me, at sentence number 3, which reads, the gardener planted the flowers. Our subject is the gardener. What did the gardener do? What's the verb associated with it? Well, they planted. What's the object of planted? Meaning what was planted by the gardener? Well, in this case, it was the flowers. Again, we can tell that our subject is performing the action directly. Therefore, it's an active voice sentence. However, if you were to write it in its passive form, you would write it as the flowers were planted by the gardener. Moving on to sentence number 4, we have the homework was completed by the student. Logically speaking, the student is the one who completed the homework. However, again, in this example, we can see that he's receiving that action. Therefore, it's passive. To convert it to its active form, you would say, the student completed the homework. Now we have the student performing the action directly. And for our 5th and final example, we're going to take a look at the team won the game. The team is our subject. What did they do? They won. What was the thing that was won? What's the object? The game. Therefore, it's an active voice sentence. In its passive form, you would write, the game was won by the team. Alrighty. Now, for you at home, excuse the noise outside, gardeners are here. For you at home, the 5 sentences written below are currently written in an active voice. Excuse me. Whoops. They're written in an active form. I had to read my own directions, excuse me. And what I'd like for you to do is practice practice converting each of these 5 sentences into its passive voice form. Okay, thank you again for joining me. And again, just want to reiterate, today we covered active voice sentences in which the subject is directly performing an action versus passive voice sentences in which the subject is receiving the action. All right, I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to continue to practice with me. All right, thank you.